I want to welcome you to Dream Chasers Radio with me, your host, Yaya Diamond. It is such a pleasure to have you guys here. Please don't forget to follow, like, and comment wherever you're watching this video and wherever you're listening to this podcast. Please comment. We want to know what you are thinking, especially with this particular interview, all about business, baby. Hold on a second. We'll be right back. Don't you go anywhere. Welcome back to the show. Okay, so we're talking to Cecilia Younger today, and she's going to be talking about business, in particular, like small businesses, right?
Yes.
Awesome.
The solopreneur, entrepreneur, small business people. Yeah.
Yep, that's me. Hey. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. I appreciate it. I mean, I read your bio, girl. You've been doing some big things. Tell me, how did you get to where you are today?
It was by fluke. It was a lot
of
flukes. It was the people that I knew, the people that I've networked with. Mm-hmm. And that's what really you need in business. You need to have that reliable person who's going to say, I know this great gal who's going to help you. Yeah. But yeah, doors opened for me and I took the step forward and just things started to evolve, which is actually really nice.
It is. I'm here by fluke. I'm definitely here by fluke. And I quit my job to fluke some more. So, so we are officially fluking, if that is a word. But let's go ahead and continue this. I love this because, small businesses, we are the backbone of the United States of America. I mean, the bigger companies, they have the bigger stakes in there, but all these small companies, if you take us all out of the game, really the economy would fail.
That's true. But you have to think about that, how we job has changed. Mm-hmm. Back when, I'm probably dating myself, like when my parents were working, they were like going into the job market thinking, I'm just going to find this one job and I'm going to be there for the rest of my life. I'll probably move up, but right. I'll be there. But that's changed. And it's even more. I think it was around Ronald Reagan era when the air traffic controllers and the firing of them. Yeah. We saw a huge shift. We didn't have these companies that really cared about the little person or the individual employees. Right. But after that mass firing, what happened was more companies wanted to be lean. They wanted to produce on a leaner, tighter, with fewer employees, but also they wanted to increase their revenue. Right. And so how do you do that? You're draining your employees because they're giving you everything they have and they're actually doing more than what they were actually hired to do. Right. And so now it's even morphed more. So now what has happened after companies have gotten leaner with their employees and what they want to do and increase output, employees get tired. Yeah. I mean, emotionally, it's a drain. And many places in the US, we're working to live. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And so people are saying, no, we're tired of this. We want to go. I know I was in the Caribbean for several years and I was emotionally drained doing what I was doing. I was unappreciated. Well, I felt unappreciated. Right. I felt that what I was contributing, although it was a lot, that nobody really wanted it. Right. And so a lot of people are feeling that way now. And so you have a lot more people just leaving their companies because we have this the Great Resignation. And we have a lot of things to really contribute to society. And we're starting our own businesses. But the issue is not that we don't know what we're doing. It's that we have issues trying to market to the right people. Right. And that's a huge problem. It definitely is. You know how to market, but you know better what you're doing. You know the product. But it's really how to fill that pipeline with always having people come in. Because there are statistics out there saying that 50% of all small businesses fail. That's huge.
That's
because
a lot.
it is. Being a small business owner, it's unrelenting. It's challenging, and you always have to be on your game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't satisfy everybody. You're always going to have somebody out there that says, oh, you're a fake, or I didn't get the services I thought I was supposed to get, or, you're not representing yourself properly. It's always going to be somebody that thinks that they should get more for less.
Right. And you just have to deal with that, unfortunately. But you also have to have those reliable customers, your raving fans who are going to refer you. And you have people who believe in you. They may not actually ever be a customer, but they will refer you to other people who are more your demographic base. And those are the people that you want.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I find that, and I'm one of the people that actually left my job. I am part of the great resignation, I guess you can call it. In July, I figured out, I did some math, and I figured out that I was paying them to work. And I said, that's it. I'm done. Okay. By the end of the day, after I finished everything for the entire week, I owe you money. That's not going to work for me. That's not going to work for me. I think that's where it is. It's like, you're right. People are doing more and they're getting paid less. And it's like, okay, so I'm doing all of this work. And like you said, are you really in need of this work? Do you really appreciate it? When I left my company, no one called me.
Yes.
That's a big, and I was there 5 years. That's a big telltale sign of, we don't care about you. Bye.
It is. And you feel so unappreciated. And then when you start reflecting on it, and it's like, oh, wow, this really didn't have much meaning for me as well.
Right.
And so you're having a lot of people leaving now who want more meaning. They want more purpose.
Yep.
They want to be more in control of what they do.
I give a tip to some of these bigger companies. If you're watching this, if you're listening to this right now, if you offer the client something, your employee, I call them your client because that is your client. Right. If you offer your employee, your client, what they're looking for, you will gain an amazing employee.
True. You get loyalty. They go out of their way to help and to contribute to the whole organization.
Right. But if somebody would have reached out to me, I would have stayed.
True. Same here. Because when I left, I didn't feel appreciated. I didn't feel valued. And I'm like, why am I here? And if somebody would have reached out to me, I would have stayed.
Hey. Yeah. See, the stupidity and the big-headedness of some of these corporations to think that, oh, we don't need them. Well, actually, you know what? It takes how many people to get rid of and go through before you find a great employee?
Yeah, right.
I mean, come on. What, 10, 20, sometimes 30 people before you find that one employee that left, that did the work of all those 10, 20, and 30 people for you? Okay. Yeah, yeah.
I remember a long time ago when I was working for a company down in Texas, and I kept fighting my boss because she wasn't giving me the work. I was hired to help her launch this product, and she wasn't giving it to me. The HR representative sat down and said, you know what, if you fight for our company like you're fighting against this one person, we love you. We just want you to fight for our products. And that's what people want to feel. They want to feel that they're contributing and they're valued.
Yes. Yes, definitely. Wow. So we were talking a little bit earlier about finding that ideal client. So people who have these small businesses, they've just started up and they're having issues finding that client, those people that are going to, subscribe to their service, buy their product. How can they find these people? And is that something that you do or that you did or wrote about?
It's actually something that I wrote about. And it's all about leveraging yourself. Okay. So I was lucky enough to find somebody who believed in me and knew what I did and they said, you know what, we want you to find the successful characteristics of financial advisors. I went all around the country just discussing people's businesses. Well, these financial advisors' businesses. I looked at the struggling ones and I looked at the ones that are successful. And I came up with, there are several characteristics, but there were a few that were really, they really pushed your business over the edge. And what I did after I figured them out, I actually talked to insurance agents. I talked to small business people. I talked to executives to find out, is this really true? And it was. And so there are just a few things. One, you have to know yourself. You have to know what you are comfortable doing. I'm an introvert.
Okay.
And so when I'm out, when I wanted to do business, I'm not the one who's going to go out and go to these networking events and say, hi, my name's Cecilia. How are you today? And find that chit chat.
Right.
But I'll find people like on my own terms. So I would have a club, I'd be in a club meeting and I got to know people and people got to know me.
Yeah.
And that's how you find people who actually just refer you much more. I was talking to one gentleman and he was saying, he told this financial advisor, he's like, I will never do business with you, but you know what? I'll advise people who come my way. And those are the people that you want.
Yeah.
You want to be able to show that you're authentic and whatever organization you're in, that you are true to that organization. You really care about that organization.
Yeah.
And that's how you find people who then come to you. And that's how you're leveraging who you are, because as a small business owner, you're really on all the time. When you go out, you just can't look like anything. You have to look like you're somebody.
Oh yeah.
Whoever that somebody is. You always want to present yourself well. And you always want to have something that might be able to really start a conversation. I remember talking to one young lady and she just had her company logo on her jacket or on her shirt or wherever she went. And it's just started a conversation. And she got many clients that way. But it's all about getting out there, not staying to yourself, not staying in your office or in your business, but just getting out there and meeting people, but meeting people who you connect with.
Right.
Yeah. And another person that I know, she was in a hiking organization. And from that hiking organization, she posted pictures of her on her hikes. I think there's like a 52-week challenge or 52 hike challenge now. But you're on social media that way and you have like a little logo. It helps promote you, but also with the people that she was hiking with, she's converted, I think, like 30% to being her clients. Yeah.
Hey, that's good ratio right there.
It is.
Oh,
it
yeah.
really is. So it's just about connecting with people that you would actually connect with, even if you didn't have a business.
Right.
Yeah. Those are the ones that help you. Those are your reliable clients.
Yeah. Definitely. Wow. Okay. So the book, tell me, what is the name of the book?
It is called Being Bold and Driven. It's the challenges and victories of developing a business.
We got to get that. We're going to put that in the description box below so you guys can go ahead and check that out for yourselves. The one thing I find is that I am shy. And it's so weird because here I am, I'm sitting behind the camera, but there's nobody in the room. So I can talk. Okay. I can talk my game. I can be like, yay. But when I come out, unless someone approaches me, I'm like,
right.
I can't. And I don't know why, but if I act silly and if I'm comedic, then I can come out of my shell. So I use comedy to actually come out of my shell and meet people, which has worked for me. So what is one of the strategies that they can use do you list strategies in your book?
I do. I list strategies that other people have used and I've used. And when I use them, it's interesting. Things just happen. I just start talking to people because like you, it's like I'm just like shy and timid, And when I go out, sometimes I'm on and I'm like, yeah, I feel confident. Let me go and talk to this person. Sometimes like, if they come talk to me, I'll talk to you too. But it's really about just taking one step forward, meeting a person, and then connecting with them. But also doing things that you actually enjoy doing because you have something to talk about.
Yeah.
Because I remember going to like networking events with United Way. There are so many people there, and so many people are there just to network and find people. And I'm like, wow. It's overwhelming for me.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's big.
Yeah, but if I take a class in glass blowing, you start talking to people and they get to know you. Yeah.
So what you're saying is, in the nutshell, get out of your house, get from behind the camera, and meet people.
Yes. But connect people doing what you enjoy doing.
I got you. Well, it's so funny because I'm a singer and I meet people all the time, but that's in that environment. Like you said, this is an environment that I'm very comfortable in and I love. So find that environment that you're very comfortable with, that you love, and you can meet everybody in the room.
You can. And they know your true authentic self, but also continue to stay in the group. Because when they see that you're passionate about what they're doing and what you're doing, or wherever you are, they tend to come up to you over and over again. And that's how you develop those good relationships, ones that are lasting. And these are the ones that actually help your business.
I tell you what, bad dad jokes do it too. You can tell I'm just the fool. Okay. But literally, I mean, a bad dad joke opens the room up for everybody. Okay. So I'm just saying. But I mean, okay. So your book, it has different things and different methods. And what else can we expect from the book?
When the people that I interviewed, they also gave me tips. So there are tips that successful financial agents, and these are ones who have their own business, their own storefront. So they're out there getting to know people, and they're kind of not ruthless, but they have to get out to meet people so that their business survives. But they're telling you different tips about what they wish they would have known when they started.
Yeah.
And that's invaluable. Yeah.
What is one of your tips that you can give to our listeners today?
I would say to get out there and just be seen. And what I'm really trying to say with that one is start writing. If you have a product or a store, start writing, do a column in a paper, in a newsletter, so that your name gets out there. Because when your name is out there, people tend to start thinking of you, and then they'll see your name in another place and it registers in their mind. And then they will actually start becoming customers. Yeah. And if not, your name's in their mind. So if there's somebody else that they know that needs your services, they can recommend you because they've seen your name over and over again, but be consistent with it. Right. So even if you're putting an advertisement in a newspaper, don't spend your money doing it all the time. Do 2 days, one day in one area, another day in another area, but be consistent because people will see your name, see your face over and over again. And that's how you start developing a reliable customer base. Wow.
You're right. You're so right. Thank you so much for that tip. Where can people find this book? Okay. Because I know some people we all need this book.
It's on Amazon. You can go to Amazon. You can type in my name, Cecilia Hegamin-Younger, or Being Bold and Driven.
Being bold and driven. I love that. Yes, definitely. Definitely going to put that in the description box below. I want to thank you so much, Miss Cecilia, for being on the show. It was such a pleasure.
Thank you. It was such a nice time being here.
Oh, thank you. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. And don't forget to dare to be different. Until next time, guys. Bye.
Bye.
dare to be different. I dare to be different. I dare to be different.